And welcome to Race 2 of Monkeybear Grand Prix. Not where you're expecting Race 2 to be, I bet. We're not on a racetrack on Earth, we're in space actually. We're at Rainbow Road. We'll see how this shakes things up. So we're gonna get started on the starting lineup. Starting on the pole, Andy Gross. Outside of him, Lane Rodering. Sam Ruther in the 17. Outside of him, Lucas Wolf. Then we got Alex Linz, as well as JPO, Jacob Zinski. Then we got Adam Rickman, as well as Ali Geiger in the 42. Caden Carroll, as well as Kate Snyder in the 41. I'm pretty sure I'm not going in order, but, well. Or at least I'm going by row. Anyway, Brody Denbo in the number 2. Outside of him, Drew Fisher. Then we got Garrett Gillen in the 32. Outside of him is Isabella Reed. Then we got the 88 of Tate Marquardt. And Anthony Strohmeyer in the 20. Then we got Justin Mort, as well as Bridget Hannikin. Joe Volmert in the 16, as well as Nathan Kell. And starting right in back is Kyra Beckett. So once again, we're going to get things started up. Now we can hear the anticipation's causing sparks in the cars. Here we go. So when told this is going to be a 10-lap race around Rainbow Road, and since practice was insane, people kept crashing all over the place, this is going to be separated in 2 phases. After phase 1, which will be 5 laps, we will go back, repair the cars, and bring it back for another 5 laps of phase 2. Phase 2 is basically where all the points will be awarded. However, your placement in phase 1 affects your overall status in phase 2. So you're going to have to actually compete come phase 2, or compete in phase 1, I mean. Here we go, green flag. Andy Gross leads us off. Coming down turn 1, we'll see where this goes. This is a slick track, anything up, and we got a wreck already. Adam Rickman, Drew Fisher, Brody Denbo, last week's winner. That was a lot of cars involved, including the first 2 people in the point standings, Brody Denbo and Bridget Hannikin. Not going to help their standing. Things to come here. This is going to be a tricky track to navigate. We don't exactly have gravity to worry about. And we got more wrecks happening. Alexander Linz is now here. Samuel Ruther piles in. Here comes Tate Marquardt. Once again, a big hit to Bridget Hannikin. Brody Denbo, Anthony Strohmeyer on his head. JP, and it looks like we still got more crashes. This is probably going to be the hardest track to navigate out of everyone, because out of every racetrack, because there is no gravity here. Lucas Wolf taking the lead away from Lane Rodering. Andy Gross up in 3rd, Ali Geiger, and Gaten Carroll caught up in 5th, rounding out your top 5. We pretty much have straight line racing, as it's clear that going side by side is not something you want to do here in the early stages of this race. Now you know why I say that practice was a mess. This racetrack in general is going to cause this race to be set in 2 parts instead of just going all the way through 10 laps. I think it's fairly understandable to see why Brody Denbo and Tate Marquardt are both really messed up. It's going to be bad for Denbo in particular because he's the points leader. This is not good for him. Anyway, Lucas Wolf's with the lead, and here comes Andy Gross trying to make it 3 wide. Doesn't look like they're going to sort it out. We've got a top 3 battle for the lead here. Gillen and Volmer. We have a huge stretch between 4th and 5th. Now Lynn's going to make the pass for Carroll. Nope, he's in the wall. Looks like every car here has a scratch. Kyra Beckett looks intact. And yep, Lynn's and Carroll both spin out. This, as I was saying, it looks like Kell is damaged again. And it looks like Reed and Beckett both slammed into the wall. Now Beckett has some damage. Ooh, bad wreck between Volvo. And yep, Drew Fisher slides in there too. Looks like we got a shift in top 5 now. Now, I don't think Drew Fisher is going to make it back to the start-finish line. Where are we currently? Wolf has the lead. Gross, followed by Geiger and Linz and Carroll round out our top 5. This is going to be a very interesting race. As I was saying, it's bad that Brody Denbo wrecks out because he's the points leader. And that could be a huge opening if he finishes terribly. Coming into phase 2, that could be really bad for him. Wolf now leads with 3 laps to go in this phase. Gross is going to try to make the pass on Lucas. Going to be close. Oh, there goes Gross. Gross in the wall. Will Geiger be able to catch up to the 4? Nope. It looks like Gross is going to continue forward. Anything else happening back here? Looks like we got a few cars trying to advance their positions. Oh, Carroll's in the wall. Anakin in the 48. In the wall. So is JPO. Beckett flies by. And Isabella Reed takes a huge hit. And Justin Moore is in there for good measure. Now it looks like we got another shift in the top 10. Kyra Beckett is now in 5th. With Caden Carroll coming up 6th. Remarkably, they got out of that unscathed. JPO emerged relatively fine. Now we got Rickman and Ruther now have a huge opportunity to catch up. We're going to see where these two go. But generally, it's just been Wolf, Gross, Geiger, Linz, and Beckett. And we're going to come in with 2 laps to go. Isabella Reed's pretty much done for the day. There are a lot of cars on pit row. Mort, Strohmeyer, Gillen. That's pretty much, they're trying to get their cars repaired the best they can to get them back on track. But it looks like we only have 13 cars on the lead lap. Isabella Reed's probably going to come down too. With 2 laps to go, can Lucas Wolf hold on? Lucas Wolf finished terribly last week at Daytona. Gross is going to try to do his best. Everyone's kind of scatterbrained right now. Actually, Anthony Strohmeyer is still in the lead lap, even after that terrible crash where he got flipped over. Good thing being able to get that car back on track. Here comes Beckett. Beckett with a significantly stronger car. Or at least compared to laps. Lucas Wolf really has to slow down in these corners. Because like I said, practice was messy because some of these drivers didn't expect... Well, there's no gravity in space, and so Rainbow Road is always kind of slippery. It's kind of when you get with a track that doesn't really have gravity to speak of. Also, you can't really fall off the track, otherwise you will fall into the abyss of space. Also, for some forsaken reason, we can also breathe in space. Anyway, Lucas Wolf is going to come with 1 lap to go. I don't think anyone's going to contend to him. Beckett in a battle with Strohmeyer. Beckett going to fly by real easy. The 18 so far giving contend. All he has to do is hold on for 1 lap longer. He's done great so far. It looks like oh, no! Lucas Wolf in the wall! This is huge for Andy Gross. Gross is going to fly by with the lead. Not good for Wolf. A golden opportunity probably has been lost. And now it is Andy Gross who's going to come back. Gross didn't even finish at all last week at Daytona. This could be a huge opportunity for him coming into Phase 2. And I don't know how long we are to finish this race. Looks like Brodering is going to start his final lap. Here comes Gross. We're approaching the finish line. Anything else happening? Looks like Beckett's still holding on to the top 5 position. Carroll and Zinski are battling for the 6th place position. Once again, Strohmeyer is currently on lap 3. He's in the 16th place position. And here comes Andy Gross. He will win Phase 1. Alright. Linz coming up way behind in 4th. And here comes Kyra Beckett for 5th. Meanwhile, we got our other top 10 finishers. Here comes 6th will be Kaczynski. 7th is Carroll. Brickman is going to come up in 8th. Most likely. And rounding out our top 10 will be Lane Rodering. With that being said, Andy Gross started first, finishing phase 1 first. With that said, now these drivers will have to run it all back for phase 2. Before that, let's have a word from our sponsor, Monkeybear Productions. It's basically a safe haven for all artists, writers, video editors, pretty much anything creative under the sun. You name it, we probably have a place for you. The best part is you don't really have to be good at drawing or writing or video editing or anything itself. If you have a great idea and you want to just commit to it, you're pretty much probably going to be accepted. If you are interested in joining, I'll post the link to our website in the description of this video, or it'll be on the screen now. Just check it out if you're interested. If not, okay, I'm not your dad, so I can't tell you what to do. Okay, back to the race. Alright, phase 2 is starting. We got the cars all repaired, and we're ready to run it back. The starting lineup I will not announce, so you're just gonna have to look at the side of the screen to figure out where you are here. It's gonna be hard, because I don't know where many of you finished. I'm looking at statistics when I'm looking at this, but I do know that Brody Denbo is in last, so he has the points leader has a lot of ground to make up. Get ready, folks, we're coming to the restart. And Andy Gross will once again lead us off. Flag in the air to see where turn 1 goes. It's usually a mess. Here we go. And there we go. See as well, Beckett's been turned. Mort is also in it. Strohmeyer flips over twice in a row, but he lands back on course. Fisher, Kell, and Denbo. As well as Gillen's in it. JPO, Rotering got a piece. And there goes Kate Snyder and Volmer. Both of them are in it. Isabella Reed's damaged. And Andy Gross is once again having a pretty good lead over the rest of the cars. Dave Marquardt avenging his poor finish phase 1. He's now in the top 5. Isabella Reed making 6, even though the car is all sorts of messed up. That front end is smashed. Hard break for Beckett. She started in the top 5. Now she's all the way nowhere near the top 5 now. And there goes Ruther and Wolf on the wall. Looks like now Reed is in the top 5. In 4th, Wolf will round out our top 5. Other than that, Andy Gross, still persistent as ever. Gross is going to come by to lead lap 2. He'll fly by quick here, rally by Beckett, for Steyer and everyone else. So far, everyone is still racing except Gillen. Gillen's very damaged. I think he might be coming in this lap. And Gross in the wall! And here comes Carroll and Tate right by him. And now Caden Carroll has the lead. Caden Carroll got the award for most laps led last race. Had a huge advantage if he can win here. Anakin in the top 5. She's second in points. Very good spot to be in. Geiger in the wall. Slamming in the wall. Snyder rushing up against Beckett. Denbo not in a bad place. And Gross is in the wall again. It is falling apart for the number 4. As now the number 4 is back in 4th. Not funny. So, Caden Carroll. So far, doing great. Right now, we have Tate. Second, not bad for a person who didn't even finish last phase. Now pretty much everyone's all spread out again. And Carroll's around, so is Tate. This could open up for Ruther. Ruther going to try to pass by the 17. Now the 22 and 17 are going to battle out for the lead. 3 laps to go. Ruther kind of slipping up here. Caden Carroll, even though his car is smashed, He's gonna keep up a fight. And as they go through tight corners, Ruther in the wall. Looks like now that'll seriously affect his positioning, as now Carroll is gonna get away with the lead. Unless if Carroll slips up again, of course. Anakin slowly approaching fourth. And there goes Ruther. Now Hannikin's in the wall. There was a good finish for Hannikin. Now it's out the window. Carroll remaining strong as ever. We'll see if he spins out last minute like it happened with Andy Gross. Speaking of Andy Gross, he's in the wall again. Tiger and Ruther now passing by, as well as Linz, Snyder, Hannikin. Those people, it is falling apart for number 4. After such a strong start, actually Lucas Wolf might be done altogether unless he can get this car back up. We'll see where it goes. Beckett's the last one on the lead lap, 13th. And Hannikin's in the wall again. Carroll remaining strong with 2 laps to go. Going to be great for him. And currently 5th in points. You can certainly get a good lead if you can win the most laps led award, but I think that might be going to Lucas Wolf or maybe even Andy. No, definitely not Andy Gross. He didn't lead, but Carroll might have a good place to get most laps led like he did last race. Mark Wart, Alan Geiger, all of them rounding out top 5. No, I think it's Linz rounds out top 5. Snyder coming up close in 6th, and there's big separation between her and Gross. And so far, we're keeping it good, including points leader Brody Denbo. He's currently in the 10th position. Fisher up in 11th, Strohmeyer in 12th, 4th and 14th, and Kyra Beckett is 16th. Well, yes, Caden Carroll has 1 lap left. Ooh, cutting it close there. So far, he has stood strong. Mark Ward in 2nd. But I don't think he's going to catch him, even if Carroll does mess up here. Looks like he's been persistent. Even more persistent than Gross was back in. Geiger nearly brushed against the wall again, and uh-oh. Looks like Ruther might have had an accident, because now Snyder's up in 4th. Ooh, there might be Karskin now there. It looks like Rickman, Isabella Reed, Wolf, and maybe even Joel Volmert. Yep, there he goes. Might have a few more cars finishing the race. Oh, never mind. Reed's in the wall. And Wolf. And Rickman. Will Volmert follow? Well, even still. Caden Carroll coming around the final corner. Off of the final turn, and Caden Carroll will win at Rainbow Road. Tate Marquardt's going to come in 2nd. Here comes Ali Geiger for 3rd. 4th, Snyder. 5th will be Linz, Ruther, Gross, JPO, Denbo, and rounding out the top 10, Drew Fisher. Remarkable race. See where everyone else finishes. Strohmeyer finishes respectable 11th. Mort will come up in 12th. Bridget Hannikin will come up 13th. Nathan Kellen 14th. Kyra Beckett last to finish on the lead lap in 15th. Everyone else is still going around the course. Lucas Wolf and Isabella Reed are now vying out the final corners. Wolf's going to finish in 16th. Isabella in 17th. Rickman in 18th. And Volmer back there is going to finish in 19th. It looks like we only have 2 cars that didn't finish the race. Those were Lane Rotering and Garrett Gilman. That being said, this will definitely shake up things going forward. Take a look at the point standings here. So, Caden Carroll winning up his already impressive 5th place position finish. Last race with a incredible win, and he shoots way ahead of Brody Denbo in the point standings. And it's pretty much that. Other things to note, Nathan Kell dropped a bit as he finished worse, but I have to say, drivers like, I want to say, it's kind of tough to say who really improved, because almost everybody who didn't finish well improved last race, especially Andy Gross, who got pole position. That includes a pole position points bonus. And also, most laps led does not go to Caden Carroll this time. It goes to Lucas Wolf, who led 4 laps all the way back in Phase 1. And also, I forgot to mention this fastest lap award. It goes to the fastest lap of the entire race. Last race, it was Tate Marquardt's award. Now, it is Ali Geiger's award. And now we go to the final subject, which is finishing the race. That goes to everyone except Lane Rotering and Garrett Gillen. Now, if we kind of get an in-depth view of the entire point standing, as you can see, Caden Carroll is kind of on his own pedestal going forward, being the first driver to eclipse triple digits in the point standings. Amazing feat going forward. It'll definitely help him. Brody Denbo and Ali Geiger are in a good points standings position, and they're kind of way above this kind of section here where it goes from 5th all the way down to 11th. And also, we got a 3-way tie for 7th between Kell, Mort, and Pazinski. And going down, we can see more pedestals, like 11th or 13th appears to be its own thing. Then we got 14th all the way down to 18th has its own thing. Everyone seems to be in good position here. Meanwhile, if you're Vollmer, Beckett, or Rotering, you have to expect a really good showing next race if you want to keep your championship hopes alive. I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't know how I'm going to count the wrecks here. Yeah, I don't think I'll just do that. I'm just going to let the, you're just going to have to rewind to see if I captured you in a wreck or not. So other than that, thanks for tuning in.